Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Too Many Frames, the show where we talk about video games, anime, and everything else that is in between. Now, sorry if I upload a little late, bro. My allergies have been kicking my ass, and I just have not had the drive to really do this episode, especially since so much time has passed from like Sunday or whatever when I was supposed to record the video. But I'm still here. We're gonna still get your episode this week. It's just gonna be a little bit smaller. Sorry if I sound like really stuffed up. Like I took my allergy medication. Still did not really help that much. I'm still feeling a little bit sniffy. So with that being the case, though, we can get right into the show. First and foremost, we should probably get into the stuff that we ended up seeing at the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. If you didn't know, Nintendo had one of its biggest presentations this year, and likely the biggest one since the Switch presentation last week for the Nintendo Switch 2. They showed off multiple new games such as Mario Kart World, The Dusk Bloods, Drag X Drive, Kirby Air Riders, and Donkey Kong Bonanza, and multiple third-party releases that are finally coming to the Switch with Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake Integrate. On top of those, we saw new features for the Switch 2 that included voice chat and mouse control functionality with the Joy-Cons. Now, the price of the system came out to being around $450 USD, although that could definitely change due to the recent tariffs that will seemingly affect American and Canadian fans very, very soon. I did some calculations, and it's looking like we could end up seeing the Switch 2 reach like about $700 as a price point, depending on if these tariffs go away or not. It's all up to really the Trump administration at this point. If not, then shit, just be expected to either not get a Switch 2 this year or be willing to shell out a shit ton of money just for the Switch 2 and its games. And I'd also, just in case, because I knew people were gonna be like, man, see, this is obviously Nintendo doing this shit. Bro, it's not just Nintendo that's gonna be getting tariffed. I don't know if y'all knew. Everything's going to be hit. From the cameras that you fucking buy, bro, a PS5 Pro is gonna hit like $1,200. You might have to, if you already spend like thousands of dollars on a camera, expect to shell out a little bit more. If you want to get your car fixed, but it's a fucking car from Japan or like Korea or any other fucking country essentially that's not American, it's gonna cost even more money. And even some of the American cars end up having parts that are fucking in other countries. So deadass, everything's gonna go up electronically. Things that are made using electronics and shit like that, it's just gonna go up in price. So this is obviously going to affect the video game industry as a whole, obviously, but it's going to affect so much more, including like animation and like TV shows, movies, etc. They might end up starting, depending on how these tariffs go, movies might start being like even more expensive. So we gotta just keep that in mind right now, all right? Just giving y'all a heads up. We've been covering the Your Rage and Pokemon news a lot on Too Many Frames, and at first I was like, this is gonna be like a one-time thing. We're not gonna really see too much from this, but it's actually getting pretty entertaining, and a lot of stuff is kind of going down right now. So if you have not been caught up, Moist Critical 5-0'd Rage on Pokemon Showdown after only playing for about a week. Then Your Rage contacts Blunder, a prominent figure in the Pokemon community, to help him practice in random battle. We see that Rage still has a ways to go, but he is improving when it comes to over predicting and making more accurate plays. With his training, he ends up defeating Plagueboy Max 3-1 in Gen 6 and Gen 9 random battles. Honestly, it makes sense for Rage to win here. Max put like zero practice in, so it would make zero sense for him to end up beating Rage at all. I mean, he did end up winning one game, but like that was one game out of the entire set. I feel like it's also random battles. You could easily get lucky. Also, it's not like Plagueboy Max has never fucking like played Pokemon before. He definitely even said in the stream, if you watched it, that he went and played tournaments in Hawaii and shit. So he's definitely not a slouch when it comes to those games. Now, Shofu ended up doing an interview with Blunder and Sama, and there were some pretty interesting bits of info.
It's not the first time he's challenged me though, by the way. I gotta let people know that at least.
Hey yo.
A good 2 years ago, he was saying the same stuff.
So okay.
Did y'all get to some or no? Did y'all play?
He said he wanted to battle me. I don't know Rage like that, you know what I'm saying? He knows of me, I know of him, but we not like, we don't talk, you know what I'm saying? I don't know the guy like that. But I seen him at DreamCon in 2023. I said, "What's up with the battle, bro?"
Okay. You said you wanted the IRL battle right there.
Crazy.
I seen him in person, bro. I pulled him out of like LeBron did Stephen A.
So where does Rage go from
That
here on the hit list, Sama? Where are you going from here?
I mean, I'm thinking back to even what Shofu said with him looking at XQC fighting, where he said, bro, he's calling Drifblim flying dark and he don't even know what leftovers is, and then proceeding, you know, to see Your Rage actually destroy XQC 5-0. I think Shofu got a complete handle on this when it comes to power levels. He should be the one to say where does Rage go next from this. Should he take a detour? Do he got to go in the lab like you did and get that 3-week boot camp? Or should he pick a tune-up fight from his list? You know, fight maybe somebody easier, get that confidence boost up before he go back at Charlie or maybe you or even Banks. What do you think?
I think he should fight somebody that actually, because he's been playing random bets. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
you only have so much control in a random battle.
That's true.
So if all Rage really needs to do is practice and build like an OU team to have a chance to actually fight Shofu, then there's a higher shot at this match actually happening. Now, will he end up fighting against all the people that are on his hit list before he ends up fighting Shofu? We really don't know. He might not. He might just be like, okay, I beat a few of these niggas, now I'm gonna fight Shofu. The one person that I definitely need him to fight and beat first before he even goes thinking about, you know, fighting Shofu is FaZe Banks, because apparently that nigga is tapped in. So hopefully, you know, within this next month or two, however long this shit's gonna take, because at this point he's doing like a battle every 2 weeks, but hopefully he ends up doing some training a little bit more on the side and shit, like just doing some random battles, and we can end up seeing something happen within this year. In other news, the Minecraft movie is looking like a huge success. The movie made $301 million in its opening weekend at the box office, which is honestly so funny since so many people thought it was going to flop based on the way that it looks. And I still haven't gotten a chance to see it yet, so I will make sure that that is fixed soon. And shit, if I enjoy it enough, I might have to do a review on it. Who knows? We'll have to see. If you're an amusement park fan, you probably already know this, but Epic Universe is officially open in Orlando, Florida. It's essentially Universal Studios' own Disney World equivalent, and it looks huge. They have a How to Train Your Dragons world, a much bigger Nintendo world, which includes Donkey Kong, and so many more. Honestly, if you were thinking about taking a trip to Florida, this year might be your year to do it, because they have so much shit going on in Epic Universe. You might as well go ahead and spend like your whole fucking day there. And I think they have like a bunch of hotels put in the park, kind of like how Disney World has it set up. For the last bit of news that we have to talk about today, Marvel Rivals Season 2 will be dropping this upcoming Friday, and their new hero, Emma Frost, will be at the center of the season, along with Ultron being the next character for the halfway point of the season. The season is Hellfire Gala themed, so there's going to be a lot of snazzy and fashionable skins. A few characters had reworks like Rocket Raccoon, who does more burst healing now to make him more viable as a support, and now Penny Parker can create, she can be a little bit more viable while doing damage. I'm personally excited for this season because now people will actually want to play tank, but for some reason I don't think Emma really works as a solo tank. Like with another character that's a tank, she's really good, like Strange or Hulk, but as a solo tank, if she has to soak up all that damage, I feel like it's not gonna really be that good, especially with all these buffs that they're seemingly giving DPS characters. We definitely need to have 2 tank meta. I don't think solo tanking is gonna really be that good this season, but who knows. But with that being the case, that's going to be all that we have to talk about on Too Many Frames. I know it's kind of a shorter episode. It's just really because I don't feel well, bro. Like genuinely, these allergies are just fucking me up, bro. Like I woke up like, all right, you know, let's do a Too Many Frames episode, yada yada yada, and then I just everything just clogged up even after taking my Allegra. I mean, I don't know how long it takes for it to kick in, but you know, like shit. Either way though, I do want to say one last thing for the people that are like Nintendo fans. I don't know if y'all saw the community post that I ended up posting earlier this week. I am going to be at the Nintendo Switch 2 experience in Los Angeles later on this week, and like Friday, I believe. So if you have anything that you want to see specifically that you haven't seen from any other YouTuber already, go ahead and let me know, because I'm going to be recording some of that there. Some of the games there, me playing them, etc. I definitely want to try out the Donkey Kong game and the Mario Kart World game and whatever else they have there. I'll make sure to record and show you all the Switch 2, so that'll be something to look forward to on the channel. But with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Too Many Frames. Peace out.